mask in the moonlight, he calls this ruin home. He speaks and the skyline trembles, name carved into concrete and chrome. Thunder over Midtown like he's claiming a throne. Cloak in the ashes, boots in the glass, hands behind his back, calm as the blast. Heroes in the haze, scattered and bruised. He doesn't chase power. Power gets used. Power gets used. Crater, iron mask in the glow. Widow moves through the smoke, but he already knows. Banner's breath getting heavy, he's holding the rage on a chain. Thunder God on the rooftop, fate on the fly, takes their bright plans, turns them awry. One raised and the city stalls. Your favorite gods look small. He says kneel to a better tomorrow, while the buildings lean and sway. Calls it inside his hand. Feel love of Manhattan, watching worlds turn black. Every hope you're clinging to, he bends it till it cracks. Avengers in the shadows, but he's 3 moves deep. While you sleep. Low clouds over Iron Gate, footsteps echo all my way. Cold wind through a steel crown, one voice looking down. Castle windows, green glow in the glass. Metal mask staring back at the past. Scarred hands resting on the arm of the chair. Every oath that he swore still hangs in the air. Librarian night, flags barely move. Every street light bends to doom. Whispers in the market, prayers in the fields. Even the mountains know when he is. Dr. Doom on the throne in Liberia, hard like winter in Siberia. When he speaks, the whole world leans. Bow break beneath the king of mercy. Cloak draped heavy like a storm on his back. Books full of secrets stacked floor to the black. Magic in the candles, circuits in the walls. One raised gauntlet and the mighty ones fall. He doesn't chase crowns, he forges his own. Carved his initials in the marrow of stone. Borderlines guarded by a silent command. He lifts one finger, that's the law of the
Testing. Hey guys, I'm back. But I can never get this right the first time. So let's say when I'm back, there should be an applause for me. I'll get better with that. Anyway, so I'm back with another stream with another topic. Today, I'm going to be talking about the upcoming Avengers movie, which is Avengers Doomsday, which is slated to come out. Well, it's going to come out next year, next December. I believe December 18th. So, yep, it was supposed to come out, in May of 2026, and now it's coming out in December of 2026. I guess they just had to. I guess Marvel Studios just had to push it back. But anyway, I just want to give that intro real quick. I'm going to see if anybody comes into the chat. Sometimes I just be feels like I just be talking to myself, but it's all good. I'm sure some of you will catch this on the replay. So it's all good. And my light is not set up. So if it seems pretty dark here, it's because I didn't set up my other light. I was too busy trying to set up those intro videos, and I didn't get a chance to do that. But anywho, all that to say is, yep, everything is all good. 1 second. I just had to unplug something here. Thank you. Hopefully, that light's a little bit better. Thanks to my wife. So, all right. I think I'm just gonna go along with this, and whoever comes into the chat or whoever wants to talk about this, they're more than welcome, and they could catch this on a replay. So I'm just gonna go ahead. Uh, all right. So this stream's a little bit different. Instead of a Power Ranger stream, I'm gonna be talking about the Marvel Studios Avengers Doomsday. Just my thoughts on it, my concerns on it, and also my hopes on it. So I want to start off with the fact that Robert Downey Jr. is pretty much coming back to the MCU. Like, he's coming back to the MCU. I know when he was announced that he was going to be Doctor Doom, I know everybody was excited. Like people were excited for him to be back, and I don't blame him. I mean, he's a good character, you know. He's a good character. He's a good character. I mean, he's a you know, he was great as Iron Man. He was great as Iron Man, and now he's coming back as Doctor Doom. Give me a second, guys. I'm just trying to set up my screen here. So just give me 1 second. So I'll just bring this down here. I hope you guys like the background on that. Let's add this to the stage. There we go. All right. So, yeah, so it was around this time he was at San Diego Comic-Con. I feel like I should know this. It's either 2023 or 2024 that it was announced that he was going to be Doctor Doom. I want to say it's 2024. I should know this, right? Look at me. Something happened. What did I do? Where's my screen at? Okay, there it is. I pressed something by accident. There we go. Okay. All right. So yeah, when they announced that he was going to be Doctor Doom, I was like, whoa. That's what's up. And got him with the helmet there. I'm actually looking forward to this. I am. I'm actually looking forward to seeing him portray Doctor Doom. I know he was our Iron Man from 2008 when he, when the first Iron Man came out from Marvel Studios. But I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing how he's going to portray Doctor Doom, and I'm sure he's going to portray it very well. I would play some trailers for this, but a lot of them look like they're just AI. I mean, it probably won't be a problem if I play them, but I'm not even gonna. I would just spare you guys some of the AI stuff because, like, we could obviously know that it's AI. I believe the only good trailer out there now is the one with Steve Rogers when they say that he's coming back. And supposedly the second trailer is supposed to have Thor, some other characters in there. And then the third trailer, the teaser trailer, was supposed to have the X-Men. I think I actually saw that, but I guess to preserve copyrights and everything, they had to put like their big text on it, and you had to like kind of like I had to kind of like look around it, see around it. But obviously, we know that the X-Men are coming back as well. This movie's gonna be big. This movie's gonna be big. Like, okay, let me get this back. Let me get this off the screen. Yeah, like this movie is gonna be big. Where's that? Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be big. Like, I actually hope that it does good. I mean, I know there's a lot of complaints, a lot of concerns regarding the fact that Robert Downey Jr. is coming back as Doctor Doom, Steve Rogers coming back, Chris Evans coming back as Captain America, even though we have Anthony Mackie, who's Sam Wilson, playing as Captain America. But this is going to be interesting on how this goes. Apparently, there's going to be like different teams of Avengers where Sam Wilson has his own team of Avengers. He has his, his guy as Falcon. He has Ant-Man. He has Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi. I'm sure I said that right. And you got Shuri and M'Baku and Namor. So just to name a few, that's going to be on his team, and then of course the Fantastic Four are going to be in it as well. And then you have the Thunderbolts. Some of the Thunderbolts are going to, all the Thunderbolts are going to be in this movie as well. So, yeah. So, hey, Big Green. So yeah, so I'm pretty much. This is gonna be big. Now my take on this too. It looks as though Marvel Studios is trying to really step their game up. I mean, not for nothing. How should I say this? Things haven't been the same since Avengers Endgame, which came out in 2019, where like after everything that's happened in Endgame, when Cap went back, Steve Rogers went back to place everything back, like place the Mjolnir hammer and all that. He actually went back and tried to live a good life with Peggy Carter, and he gave his shield to Sam Wilson. So that was the ending of Endgame. And then after that, it just branched off to different stories regarding. It just branched off to different stories for everybody. In which, for Sam Wilson, it was Falcon and Winter Soldier, the Marvel Studios series, the television series, streaming on Disney Plus, where we follow him and how he became Captain America. And then we have a first introduction there to John Walker, who was at that time they made him their Captain America. Excuse me. Due to the events of that, fighting back and forth and everything, Sam Wilson was able to get the shield back with Bucky's help. And Then he did some training with it. He became Captain America. Oh yeah, probably should have said spoiler alert. But I believe at this time, everybody knows that Sam Wilson is Captain America. He's no longer Falcon. He's Captain America now. I know everybody remembers him to be Falcon. And I guess some people would rather him just stay as Falcon because they like him as Falcon better. But he is Captain America. I mean, in the comics, he becomes Captain America as well. I know Bucky at one point becomes Captain America as well, but in the movies and in the streaming series and the streaming services, he's been named the Captain America of the MCU. Some people liked it, some people don't like it. Of course, there was a lot of criticism about it because I guess, it's like, why is he Captain America? And, I guess let's call it for what it is. I could be wrong. I may be wrong about this, but I don't know. I kind of feel like this is the case. Maybe it's because of the color of his skin as to why they don't want him to be Captain America. So they said John Walker went crazy. Yeah, of course he did. Yeah, that's John Walker, who is now I guess the US agent. Yeah, so at the end of Falcon and Winter Soldier, he became he had a new suit. It was a dark suit to resemble the US agent. So, and then some time has passed, and then he went to and then enter the Thunderbolts, where like you got the rest of trying to think, Yelena. Yeah, you got Yelena in there, Black Widow's sister. So you got Yelena in there now, and then you have the Red Guardian. You have the guy who becomes Sentry. And like I said, hey, if I'm just gonna say spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the movie already, well, sorry. So this gonna be some spoilers here. So yeah, you got Sentry, Ghost, and I feel like I'm forgetting somebody else. I feel like I am. Taskmaster was in there too. If you knew what happened to Taskmaster, then you know that we don't talk too much about Taskmaster. Obviously, Bucky. Well, you know what? Every time I did this on my on one of my earlier videos this year when I was reviewing Thunderbolts. I was like naming all the Thunderbolts, and I don't know why I keep forgetting that Bucky is there. I guess because he's just known to me. I'm just like, all right, whatever. Like, whatever. But nah, Bucky's cool. Oh boy. They're the new Avengers. I don't care. Obviously, they're the new Avengers. Yeah, so apparently they're not the Thunderbolts anymore. They're the new Avengers. So that's their own team. And apparently, I don't know, from based off what happens towards the end, it looks like they may be having they may be riffing, they may be have a little animosity with Sam Wilson's Avengers. So we'll see how that goes in Avengers Doomsday. They should come out with like something in between, like another web series to kind of like explain how to explain what Sam is doing with his team of Avengers. I think that would be interesting too. I guess, for budget reasons, that may not happen. So we'll see. Um, and I'm trying to think what else. And then we saw the Fantastic Four, which came out earlier this year. Well, it came out earlier this year. Well, middle of this year, July, along with Superman. But we're not going to talk about Superman. Fantastic Four, where they came out and they had their storyline. It looks like their storyline is based in another Earth, so it's not the Earth it's not the timeline of the other characters in Marvel are concerned in Marvel, like in Marvel Studios. Talking about the movie, I'm not talking about the comic book. Uh, so their timeline is a little bit different, whereas the Fantastic Four, they're in a completely different timeline. I forget what Earth they're on, but I do know that it's going to be like a multiverse now. Like it's going to be a multiverse in which they're going to be meeting up with the other Avengers. So excuse me. So that's going to happen because they just got finished fighting Galactus, and we do see at the end of that movie Doctor Doom, but not his face, but just the back of him. Uh, so yeah, so yeah. So you got that going on, but yeah, I mean, like I said, can't. I'm actually looking forward to seeing this. I mean, I hope that this movie does very good. I mean, I'm not gonna like sit here and doubt Marvel Studios or anything like that because they need a game changer. I'll be I'll be honest. They need a game changer. They need a game changer here because you know I know things have not been looking too good for Marvel for some time now. I mean, I enjoy the movies that came out after Endgame, but I have noticed that it hasn't brought the it hasn't brought the fire and the thunder like it did from those earlier years prior to Endgame. Like it's like I know they try to like bring out different characters and and build them up. Like even with Ant-Man, when we saw Ant-Man and Wasp Quantumania, that wasn't too that was, I liked that one. That wasn't too bad. When they introduced Jonathan Major's character as Kang the Conqueror, and I don't know, man. Like I really wish they did not drop the ball on him, but because of what happened with his ex and everything, it really burned him. What do you say? Movies and shows are good to me. Of course they are. Of course they are. They are good. I mean, like I really did wish that they continued with King the Conqueror, but what happened with Jonathan Majors, they should have given him another chance. They really should have. They should have just. And then I was it. I think what's it? His ex dropped the charges, right? Yeah, just for all that to happen, or they threw out they dismissed the case or something like that. I haven't kept up. It's been a while since I kept up with that. I was just upset that Jonathan Majors was pretty much canceled from Marvel. It's like, wow, that's crazy. Okay. But yeah. Um, yeah, it's like, damn. But now, so they had to switch gears to do Doctor Doom. But I believe they were already going to do Doctor Doom anyway. but now they had to like really step it up. And then like when Marvel went to Disney Plus, and well, they shifted to Disney Plus and started coming out with their series. Like you got what's Wanda's thing? WandaVision. So you had that going on. So, where, it was a little trippy for me, in my opinion. But she eventually becomes the Scarlet Witch at the end. And then that story, and then if you watch the what's it, Spider-Man, I want to say No Way Home. The third Spider-Man movie with Tom Holland in it. Again, I should know this already, right? I believe it is No Way Home. Yeah, so with that, and then following Wanda's story, it goes into Doctor Strange, into Doctor Strange, was it Multiverse of Madness? Um or something like that. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. It went into that. So, so that was crazy, where Wanda pretty much becomes the villain. I was like, wow. She becomes a villain. And then you had Shang-Chi, where you had that movie that came out. And so they were building his character up as well. And then at the end, Wong, who was with Doctor Strange, gets him for an assignment for, of course, something bigger happening in the world. So that's probably how we're going to be seeing. That's probably how we're going to see him in Avengers Doomsday. They're probably going to explain what happens on his side. Yeah, Hagatha. Yeah, they touched on it as far as WandaVision is concerned too, right? Yeah, they did. So, like, it's so much to talk about with these shows. So like, if I'm a little like all over the place with this, just bear with me, because like I've seen them, but it's been a while to like really like catch up to like what's going on. I know enough on what's going on. I do know what's going on. It's just like I said, all the stories was just all over the place. Um, you know, all this is obviously going to lead up to Doomsday, and also to Secret Wars. I believe Secret Wars is going to be more so on the magic side, where the events of Hagatha, like Mean Green said, like Hagatha, Wanda, Doctor Strange, Scarlet Witch, and all that, where it's pretty much going to play a role into Secret Wars. So I don't think we're going to see a lot of people in Doomsday. We're going to see a lot of people in Doomsday, but we're only going to see like a certain amount of people, if that makes any sense. Is this will Secret Invasion connect to Secret Wars? That's a very good question. Because Secret Invasion, that was pretty much what's going on with Nick Fury. Like, that was like pretty much like what was going on with Nick Fury and the Skrulls, where like pretty much the Skrulls were helping him out. They were, you could say, pretty much his spies, because they could disguise as anybody. And if you've seen the first Captain Marvel movie, you'll see how Nick Fury got really close with the Skrulls. And yeah, then you had the Captain Marvel, and then her second movie, The Marvels, which, I mean, it wasn't that bad of a movie to watch, but I will admit that ever since then, I think that's when Marvel didn't do so well. Like, no other movies came out after that except for Deadpool and Wolverine. That was the only MCU movie that came out, was it last year? It came out last year, that pretty much put Marvel Studios back on the map. I mean, they were always on there, but that pretty much like really like put them back to like filming again and stuff like that. Like they were already filming for the Avengers movie, but for all the Avengers movies coming out. But the thing was that when they did that, like when they came out with that, it pretty much like they pretty much got back into like filming, shooting, and getting back on the timeline of how they're going to release these movies, because they had to push a lot of those movies back due to what happened with the Marvels. I don't think they they made that much money in the box office. Maybe I can pull it up. Let's see. Wait, you were saying some stuff, Mean Green. Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, it was similar to Captain Marvel. People bash it so bad. The Marvels, that is. Yeah. Yeah, like the Marvels, they pretty much really like they just bashed it. Like they just bashed it. I'm trying to see if I can find some information on it. But I do know that it did not do too well. It really did not do too well. So give me a second, guys. I'm gonna pull this up. Okay, so yeah, you have here. This is This is what when the Marvels came out. It came out in 2023. It was about 2 hours long. The reviews here. The reviews here, and not too good. And let's see. So right here it says, "What is the biggest flop of the MCU? The third installment in the Ant-Man series, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, fell short of the financial, critical, and audience demands set by its predecessors. With a hefty $200 million budget, the film earned just $476 million. This makes it the MCU's biggest box office disappointment relative to expectations." But well, how much did the Marvels lose? The Marvels was a significant box office bomb for Disney, estimated to have lost around $207 million or more, depending on reporting, making it one of the biggest flops of 2023, despite a UK subsidy reducing Disney's net cost slightly. The film grossed about $206.1 million globally against a high budget and substantial marketing costs, failing far short of break even for the studio. So yeah, and okay, here's some it said all responses may include mistakes. Yeah. Hey, Agent J, what's up? People cried boo-hoo. So yeah, so it's a reported loss approximately 237 million. The budget was around 275 million. Said higher with total cost near 350 million. At the global box office was 206.1 million. Box office bomb. It was the lowest grossing MCU film and the first not to hit 100 million domestically. Disney's response, CEO Bob Iger indicated Marvel will scale back on sequels, focusing on quality. So yeah, there you go. There you go. So yeah, I think this movie was the one that pretty much it pretty much set things back, because I believe like that they had a lot of movies set up to come out, I believe in like 2024 and this year 2025. But the truth is that because of this, they had to scale back on it. I mean, I didn't think it was that bad of a movie, but they really trashed it. I don't know. It's pretty much was it mostly a female lead. I swear you can't have nice things, right? You just can't. You just can't have nice things. You can't have nice things. Look, guys, a movie is a movie. It's a superhero movie. Look, you got people got super strength. You got people who have super flight, super speed. You know, they got all different types of powers. You know, look, go see the movie. I mean, what do you expect? I mean, come on, guys. It's not that serious. A movie is a movie, but at the end of the day, it's what people like. It all depends on what you like, you know. And you have a lot of people out here, especially like people who are really heavy into the Marvel comics and DC and all these comics where comic accuracy is key. It's everything. You like, look, this needs to be accurate. Like Captain America's suit has to look pretty much like what's in the comics. But they like Chris Evans. They like Chris Evans as Captain America. So, you know, we've dealt with that for so many years, right? And they dealt with Robert Downey as Iron Man, Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. They dealt with that with all the different types of suits and everything. You know, they dealt with Thor, Chris Hemsworth as Thor, you know, and they tolerated Black Widow. You know, hey, she was a beast. You know, got Hulk too, and Hawkeye. So, you know, they were, you know, everybody did good. Yes, it is. Yep. Yeah, people didn't like Miss Marvel either. Wham, wham, wham. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. People did complain about Thor: Love and Thunder. They did. They did. They did complain about that. Uh I mean, I didn't care too much for it. You know, I mean, I only saw it one time. I might have to see it again just to like, like I guess see what happens again. So I think pretty much Thor pretty much adopts what's the villain's name? I know Christian Bale played the villain in there. He pretty much adopted his daughter to raise. Oh yeah, yep. It was hyped up until it came out. I mean, Thor is a good character. I mean, I like Thor, but like for Love and Thunder, I think what they try to do, they try to make it somewhat serious and keep and try to be comical in a way. Like I know when they made the third Thor movie, Thor Ragnarok, like they really try to make that like with comedy. They try to make it like because at the time, Guardians of the Galaxy was out. I believe the second one was, and they were trying to like have like that Guardians of the Galaxy feel. And I noticed it. I mean, it was fine. I mean, I laughed at a couple things. But like, but when Thor: Love and Thunder came out, like it just, I don't know, just I guess that was another one that didn't do too well either. Um, I mean, like I said, I might have to look at it again because I could barely remember what happened. Um, so we'll see about that. Okay, thank you, Me Green. Let's see. Okay, MI, what you say? MIB, what you? Okay, Agent J, what you say? And Chris Evans played good as the Human Torch in the 2000s and Captain America's in 2010s. Yeah, yeah, he did. He did. I mean, like he was, yeah. So in 2005's Fantastic Four, Chris Evans was Human Torch. So for me to see him a couple years later in 2011 and in the 2010s, like H&J said, as Captain America, I'm like, wait, hold on a second, was he in another Marvel movie? But this is after when Marvel pretty much rebranded to Marvel Studios. So that's when Marvel Studios pretty much was doing their thing, because I think, was it the first Fantastic Four movie, I believe that was under Fox. So like Fox had rights to some of the characters. Like they had the rights to, even though it was by Marvel, Marvel kind of like, now don't quote me on this, and don't quote me on this. And if any of you guys know what the real deal is, you could please correct me on it. I believe Marvel at the time, early in the days, like between the 80s and 90s, they had sold some of their rights, some of the character rights to other film studios, I guess, for them to bring to, like, I guess for up to those studios to like work on those characters and bring them to live action. And I know X-Men was one of them, because X-Men was under the Fox banner, and so was Spider-Man at one point. Well, Sony had Spider-Man. And I want to say Fantastic Four was one of them too. That was under Fox Studios as well. So like when 2008 came and when Iron Man came, that was pretty much like a new wave of Marvel. That's pretty much was the birth of the MCU, where they started doing Marvel Studios. And I believe at that time, from then on, they had started getting some of gradually started getting some of the rights back to the characters. Obviously, they had Marvel still had Iron Man and Captain America, but they had got Chris Evans to be the new Captain America. And I heard that he did not want to play the role too much for so long. And honestly, I don't blame him, because just to stay in that physique, like it takes a lot of work. Same thing with Hugh Jackman when he was Wolverine. I mean, my man was Wolverine for years, like ever since the 2000s. Like, I mean, ever since I was in high school, like Hugh Jackman was always Wolverine to me, and he had the physique for it. So, I mean, like it's hard to keep that up. Like, you gotta have like a very good diet. You gotta make sure you get your protein in, get your workouts in and everything. There is no working out for a half an hour or maybe even an hour. No, you're working out for hours out the day. You're eating as much protein as you can to maintain the muscle and and all that stuff. I'm not a coach. I'm just saying. But yeah, Eve. Here you go. Hugh Jackman is Wolverine. Okay. Oh, and this is when you were talking about Chris Evans. He muscled up. Yeah, he did. I like the Fantastic Four movies back then. I mean, like I said, for us, see, for those Marvel movies that came out in 2000s, that was pretty much like our childhood. Because at the time, that's all we had. We had those movies, where we had those movies, and we just took it for what it was, and we're like, okay, great, it's all good. And then when Marvel Studios started doing more movies, they started being a little, they were looking good, because they pretty much stuck to like some of the comics and everything. Okay, thank you. Christian Bale was guard the God Butcher. Okay. You stand corrected. All right. Okay. But yeah, so I mean, like I said, for us growing up, it was good. And then when Marvel Studios started coming out with a lot more movies, a lot more of the Marvel movies, it started getting a lot better. Like I said, during the Infinity Saga, where Chris Evans was Captain America. We had Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, and then we had after Edward Norton, because he was 2008 Hulk, and things didn't work out with him. So we got Mark Ruffalo. So we have him, Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow, Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye. So, they had a good roster for the Avengers. And when that first came out in 2012, that was really, that was really good. Like, that was a hit. And then we just kept getting good Marvel Studios movies back to back ever since. And then when it came to the Infinity Saga, or when it came to Infinity War Endgame, that pretty much set it on the map. I think that was probably one of the best. Endgame was probably one of the best Avengers movies ever. It was like 3 hours long. I mean, I sitting in there for 3 hours, and then I had to. Then we had to go watch it literally the day it came out, because because I believe that weekend we were going. My wife and I were going to a convention, and we already knew that they were going to talk. People were going to talk about this movie. So I think we went. I think, was it Friday night? Like Friday when it came out, we went that night, and we were like, okay, it's long, but whatever, we're gonna go see it. And I'm actually glad that we went to go see it. Yeah, yep, yeah, like, because we knew that once we got to the convention, people are gonna talk about it. So that's what happened. That's what happened. That's what happened. But other than that, I mean, like I said, I mean, it's all good. And then I know I repeat myself on this, but this is for the people coming in. And then once the Infinity Saga was over after Endgame, things didn't look too good for Marvel. Like I said, I don't have all the numbers right now in front of me to give you guys the statistics and everything of it. I know other channels, other sites, other creators are going to talk about that and everything. As a casual moviegoer, that likes to go to the movies and see superhero movies, I think they did the best they can. With the third Guardians of the Galaxy, with Shang-Chi, with even the Marvels. I mean, look, they did what they can to try to keep things going. And then even coming out with Falcon and Winter Soldier on Disney Plus, and along with Loki and everything. I think Loki came out after Falcon and Winter Soldier, I think. Then Secret Invasion, that was with Nick Fury on his side story. And then also finding out that a lot of people were being possessed by others. Well, not really possessed, but they pretty much were captured. I didn't realize Don Cheadle's War Machine, Rhodey, was also he was captured in that, where they had, when they at the end, he was one of the people that got released because there was a scroll that pretty much was disguised as him. And I should have known, because when I remember, Rhodey's legs were messed up after Captain America Civil War. And in Endgame, his legs were still messed up. He had to wear those legs in order for him to walk better. And then for me to see him have a cameo appearance in Falcon Winter Soldier with none of that, I'm like, well, hold on a second. At first, I didn't think anything of it. I'm like, okay, whatever. But I'm like, wait, hold on a second. And then I saw Secret Invasion. He was in it. And I'm like, that's weird. And just to see at the end that, he was captured along with some other people. That's another one I got to look at again. So I feel like their story is going to pop up again at some point. for those guys. See, like I still feel like I need to look at other Disney Plus shows in order to like catch up with what's going on. I mean, I know what's going on, but I mean, you gotta talk about, you gotta remember, or keep in mind, when I saw these series, I saw them when as they were coming out. So I didn't go back and binge watch any of these or anything like that. I would have to go back and binge watch these to like get the, to like really know what's going on. So I could follow Avengers Doomsday. And same thing with the movies. Like, so let's fast forward to this year. Hold that thought. Let me look at the comments. Agent J, you said that's right. Since Disney bought Marvel, they tried to make Marvel Comics and or MCU make it more excitement and continue the franchise. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Woodygate, Avengers, this is simple, really? What's your take on it? What's your take on it? But yeah, so like, and so talking about the movies that came out for Marvel this year. So we saw Captain America: Brave New World. They say you'll wait till it comes out on streaming. Okay. Hey, you know what? Hey, for some movies, maybe, as if you don't want to be in the movies like that, or I guess in this case, if you don't want to like contribute to the box office sales, I guess you could just wait for streaming. But yeah, so like we had Captain America: Brave New World with Sam Wilson's Captain America, and between that and Thunderbolts, this is pretty much the events of what's going on after Falcon and Winter Soldier. So if you didn't know some of the characters, you probably want to watch Falcon and Winter Soldier's series on Disney Plus to like have like somewhat of a backstory for Sam Wilson and Bucky, and also John Walker and all that. And then also watch the Black Widow movie to see Yelena's. I want to say the second Ant-Man movie, Ant-Man and Wasp, for Ghost, and Taskmaster was in the Black Widow movie as well. So yeah, as to how they came together. So you had Brave New World, Captain America: Brave New World. You had Thunderbolts, now the new Avengers, and you had Fantastic Four, the First Steps. So those are the movies that came out this year. That's pretty much going to lead into Avengers Doomsday. I'm wondering if they're going to come out with another Marvel series on Disney Plus to kind of link that to Avengers Doomsday for next year, because we have a whopping year until this movie comes out. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. I mean, it's going to be a lot for people to catch up on. Like, I mean, it's like we got to watch like how many movies and how many shows to like see what's going on. It's crazy. And it's like, it's crazy how like, it's a lot to keep up. It's a lot to keep up. Let's look at the chat. Agent J, you said something. Although Infinity War Endgame is good to end the Avengers, but there's always a new beginning for the Avengers. Yeah. This guy. Avengers, Iron Doomsday. Okay, all right. I mean, Iron Doomsday. Yeah, like I wonder how they now. So you got those three movies that came out. So now lead it to Avengers Doomsday. I really am curious to see what Doctor Doom's background is on this one, because right now this is like the only time that Doctor Doom is going to be really introduced into the MCU, because he hasn't been talked about as much in the MCU as of lately. You doubt there'll be any new series? Yeah, probably not. I mean, it'd be nice. Isn't Wonder Man supposed to come out? But I don't think it's gonna have anything to do with Doctor Doom. Um, okay, what did you say? They tried that with Agents of Shield, which shows some connection, but then it became a mess after Winter Soldier. Yeah, that I agree with. Like, I'm not gonna lie, when Agents of Shield came out, like, so now you got the TV series. This is before Disney Plus. Agents of Shield. That was my show. I love that show. I don't care what anyone says. I love that show. Like, I would say the first 2 to 3 seasons, they really tried to like put together like the movies and everything. Like, it's like when a certain movie came out, it will affect the events of Agents of Shield and vice versa. And then after a while, they just stopped doing that. They really stopped doing that. Like after Winter Soldier, like yeah, after Winter Soldier, Captain America, Winter Soldier, it just became a mess after that. What did you say? We know they should. Maybe they'll pick up on Daredevil. Maybe. And then there's Avengers Secret Wars. So yeah, so we gotta get through Doomsday, and then we're gonna get to Secret Wars. So we'll see about that. So that's gonna be a whole nother group of Avengers coming out. I think Spider-Man is gonna have between Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, let's see, Scarlet Witch. I wonder if Hagatha is going to be in that. They're probably going to play more of a role in the Secret Wars and Hulk because I don't know if Hulk is going to be in Doomsday. Yeah, it's like ever since Endgame. Now I will say this: ever since Endgame, they pretty much downplayed Hulk. Like they nerfed him. Like he's not as strong as he was before. The series tripped out. Yeah. Oh, talking about Agents of Shield. Yeah. Oh, so Mean Green. When you watched it with me, you watched it when I was already like several seasons in, and at that time, some of the stuff it was starting to not make sense anymore. So I will admit, like that's what I'm saying. After like season 3, season 4, it just got too crazy. It just got too ridiculous. I still liked it. I still like Agents of Shield, but it's like I don't know. It got harder to follow. They became a mess because Winter Soldier killed Shield as they were all traitors. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you had people in there that was working for Hydra that whole time, sleeper agents, Hail Hydra. Yeah, that was oh, if you guys don't know the reference, we get Donut Lord in Doomsday. I hope some of you guys got the reference to that. Hint, hint, look at the Sonic movies and look who's in that and who's also going to be in Avengers Doomsday. What did you say? They do need to continue Hagatha with Wiccan, Wanda's son. Yeah, they do. And Agent J. Agents of Shield is my favorite show too. I watched every single episode, including the season finale. Yeah, I did too. I did too. I mean, I did too. I did too. Agent of Shield was really good. Like when it first came out, I was like, oh man, like I think it came out around a time when I started really cosplaying because my first cosplay was Nick Fury. If you would have to be there on one of my last streams to talk, to hear about that because I did talk about my beginnings of cosplay. So you could refer to one of my streams back then about that. It's where I talk about my first experience at New York Comic Con. But yeah, because that's why I was like going hard on cosplaying as Nick Fury. and I was just rocking agent, Shield agent, director of Shield. That was cool. Cyclops has some disturbing behavior in X-Men 3. Yeah, I didn't like Cyclops in X-Men 3 in the Last Stand. Last Stand, it was like, my God, really? Yeah, it was not the greatest. You can. I think you should. You should. Did we talk about this before? See, now my wife and I are talking about cosplay. Like I did a Nick Fury cosplay years ago, and then I brought it back like late in the later 2010s, like around 2017, 2018. Um, I must admit that was a very comfortable costume cosplay that I did when going to cons. It was simple. Like it felt like I was still in regular clothes, but I cosplayed, and my wife was Black Widow, but in this one, Maria Hill will be good for you to do. That'll be a good one to, like, because she's a real chill character too. But I think maybe that'll be another one I should probably bring back in the new year if I want to do another a Marvel cosplay. I do want to bring back Doctor Doom though, because I haven't done Doctor Doom in a while. If you've seen my video earlier, maybe I'll play again for you guys, because I may have to use the restroom soon, so maybe I'll like play that in the intermission, and you guys can see my my cosplay as Doctor Doom. Now the Doctor Doom that you may see will be the cosplay that I've done. That I've done like a little bit later, but the earlier years of me doing Doctor Doom, I don't have those pictures on me, but I had to look them up. Cyclops had some sugar and spice in the first one. Oh man. And which one? They did LMD season and Ghost Rider season. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember. I remember. Yep. No, I know. I know you did. I know you did. You were naming movies that James Marsden was in. So yeah. So James Marsden, he used Cyclops in the X-Men, in the Fox X-Men movies, and he's pretty much going to come back as Cyclops again in Avengers Doomsday. It looks like he's going to come back. He's going to be wearing the iconic 90s outfit. Pretty much, of course, the MCU's take on it, obviously. I mean, from the pictures I saw, unless it's AI, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. Would engage with the references. Cyclops couldn't do anything against Superman when he returned. Guys, if you don't get the reference, just look up James Marden's movies and what movies he was in. That's all I'm gonna say. Superman Returns with Brandon Routh. It's funny. I saw that movie too. I saw that back then. Was it 2006? I saw that movie. I'm looking like, wait, that's Cyclops, man. If you don't take it, if you don't, put on some visors and blast them, but nah, completely different movie. Out of his element. That was out of his element. And a Donut Lord reference. James Marsden was in Sonic the Hedgehog, the Sonic live action movie. And you have another one. As a matter of fact, yes, this is from Agent J. Yes, you can cosplay as Nick Fury, and Mean Green Queen can cosplay as Agent Maria Hill. Y'all two can work it out well. Oh yeah, I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will. Thank you, appreciate it. But yeah, but this movie though, this movie, I want to see how this plays out. I am really excited to see the X-Men show themselves in the MCU, because we have not seen much of the X-Men in this MCU. I mean, we've got hints and pieces from, like, I would say, from Wanda and Pietro, Quicksilver, but that was back in Avengers: Age of Ultron, and we all know what happened with Pietro. And if you've seen WandaVision, he made an appearance on there, but it's funny. Pietro made a so the Fox Studios version of Quicksilver made an appearance on WandaVision, and we're all like, "Wait, what?" And then one of the girls like, "They recast Pietro?" So that's right. That's right. Multiverse of Madness. Doctor Strange had Professor X. So they had some people from the X-Men movies, like Patrick Stewart as Professor X. I mean, you're never gonna go wrong with Patrick Stewart. I mean, honestly, I like him as Professor X. I'm glad they had him be Professor X for all these years. What else? You said something else. Star-studded cast, but we need more Pool Dead. Oh, we need to redeem Captain Carter in this film now. Yes, yes. So yes, the only adaptation that we've seen of her in live action was in Multiverse of Madness, with Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. If you haven't seen that, that's one of my wife's favorite characters, and that's another character that she cosplayed as. She did Captain Carter, and Captain Carter is based off of Marvel's What If. But that same character appeared in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. So yeah, we all know how that ended. Yes, I know. It wasn't good. Excuse me for a second. But yeah, they did a good in What If. Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, it was animated. Yeah, obviously. But yeah, but I do want to see how the X-Men would do in this. So let me pull this up for you guys. I want to pull up who's coming back. Just give me a second. They made her not. What did you say? They made her not get her tail handed to her. Okay. All right. Let me. Am I doing this right? All right. There we go. So right now, this is some of the cast that's going to be in X-Men. I mean, not X-Men, Avengers. So this is the cast as of right now for Avengers Doomsday. I hope you guys can see this. Let me do it like this. Okay. So we have Vanessa Kirby, who's Sue Storm, Florence Pugh, Yelena, and we all know James Marsden, Cyclops. Robert Downey is going to be Dr. Doom. We know that. Lewis Pullman, he's Sentry or Bob. Chris Evans, obviously Steve Rogers. Rebecca Romijn. I hope I said that right. I think I butchered her name. Sorry about that. She's coming back as Mystique. Pedro Pascal is Mr. Fantastic. Alan Cumming is Nightcrawler. I said Nightwing. Jeez. Danny Ramirez is Joaquin Torres, who's the Falcon. Chris Hemsworth is Thor. Ian McKellen, Magneto. How can I forget this? Channing Tatum is coming back as Remy LeBeau, Gambit, and he made his appearance in Deadpool Wolverine. Louis Pullman. Wait, what did you say? Louis Pullman looks just like his dad, Bill. Oh, yes, right. Yeah. Let me come up here a little bit. So Louis Pullman is the son of Bill Pullman. And fun fact, I think that's the same deal with John Walker. He's played by Wyatt Russell, who's Kurt Russell's son. And it's fun, and it's funny. Both the Russells played in Marvel movies. Kurt Russell played in as Star. He played Star-Lord's dad in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. So going down here, Joseph Keane as Human Torch. Patrick Stewart obviously is coming back as Charles Xavier. Tom Hiddleston as Loki. Hey, so I guess we're gonna see Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange. David Harbour, Alexi Shucks. I cannot say that right. I cannot say it right, but this is the Red Guardian. I know that for a fact. Sebastian Stan coming back as Bucky Barnes. I can't say her name. Gomez as it doesn't say, but I think I know who this character is. I can't put my name on it. Simu Liu as Shang-Chi. Hope I said that right. Tenoch Huerta. Oh, please, I really hope I said that right. As Namor. I think this might be some of the other characters. Dominique Thorne. Yeah, you already know her as Ironheart. So I believe they're gonna have like I feel like it's gonna be like an introduction to like the Young Avengers here, because I think this. I'm trying to think. Was she in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness? As was it? I think she was. I can't remember. What did you tell me? I think it's pronounced Romaine. Okay. All right. Letitia Wright, Shuri. Aquafina's coming back. She was in Shang-Chi. Winston Duke. Yeah, M'Baku. Catherine Newton, Cassandra Lang. So it's going to be Ant-Man's daughter. Anthony Mackie, we all know, come back as Sam Wilson. Paul Bettany, guessing, yeah, Vision. Tony Leung Chu Wah, I could not say that right. I think that was Shang-Chi's dad. Wyatt Russell, as said before, U.S. agent. Paul Rudd, Scott Lang, Ant-Man. Kelsey Grammer, Beast. Benedict Wong, come back as Wong. Let's see. Hannah John Kamen, Ava Starr, and Yvonne Moss. He's gonna be Ben Grimm. Okay, all right. Oh, Ghost. That's Ghost. Oh God. don't get my hopes up. Will Smith playing as Black Panther. I'm surprised he didn't play in a role. Yes. Okay. American Chavez, Miss America. That's okay. Okay, thank you. Because I'm like, that's why I figure where Gomez is from. She was yeah. Gotcha. All right. Thank you for that. And I think that's pretty much the cast so far. That's pretty much the cast so far of Avengers Doomsday. Give me a second, guys. I'm just trying to like get this right. Okay. The roster's big, so I wonder what I wonder what the budget for this is going to be. All right, let me just make my face appear here. Oh Lord. And you're playing Black Widow. Okay. And okay, yeah, spoiler alert. I'm gonna be Nick Fury. I'm gonna type it in the chat. You guys are something else. But yeah, yeah, I'm looking forward to this movie because I really want to see. I really do hope this movie does well though. Like seriously. Um, I mean, look, I like Marvel. I like the Marvel movies that came out. I mean, even the ones that I may not like the most, or that I like the least, I enjoy them for what it was, you know. And I'm a person where like I understand, I understand that it's hard to make movies. It's hard to make movies to try to be as accurate to the comics of these heroes, and also make have your little take on have your take on the movie, like in some of the designs and everything. And I know it takes a lot of work. So for a lot of people to like criticize like the movie, I mean, it's crazy. Like at the end of the day, everybody's going to have an opinion. You're entitled to your opinion. I get that. I understand that. But at the end of the day, look, it is just a superhero movie. Go see it. You got people flying around. You got super strength. You got people with all these powers. Just go see the damn movie. And if you don't want to go see it because of whatever reason, oh, it doesn't fit your so and so views, this and the third, then don't go see it. Like I've had people that I've heard that they didn't want to see certain Marvel movies because it didn't fit with like whatever their views were, and I know some of the views had to do with like the how the women are being portrayed in the movies. Like okay, most of it, some of them were like women led and everything. Like I know after Endgame, like it was like a big push for like the women to be more recognizable in the MCU. And okay, that's great. I mean, I'm all for that. I mean, look, it's all good. Go for it, But I guess it was just too much for some of the fans, where it's like, okay, like why do we gotta see so much women in this? Oh, why they gotta portray that the women are this way or that way? No, shouldn't they be another way? Shouldn't it be the way it was before? And it's like, who cares, man? Just don't see the movie. Just don't see the movie. That's all. And he had some people that didn't see the movie, but then we'll talk a whole bunch of stuff about it. It's like, did you see the movie? No. All right, then shut up. just shut up. And what's Mean Green saying? I see they did away with people from the Eternals. Oh yeah, we don't even talk about Eternals. Oh man, like I think the only reference they made from the Eternals was in Captain America: Brave New World, where where one of the scenes in the movie was from the Eternals. Oh boy, girl power. Okay. I mean, again, I'm not, I'm not against, women-led roles in movies. I'm not against it. You know, all All I want to see is for them to portray it well and play it well. That's all. Like that's all. Hey, if you can hold it down and have keep have that strong sense of character in the movie, great. Go for it. I'm all for it. But I think the fact is like it was being pushed onto us. A lot of people didn't like it. I mean, some people liked it, but then a lot of people didn't like it. It's just like I said, it's just a movie. You don't have to go see if you don't want to. And then also too, you got to remember, after the pandemic, not a lot of people are going out to the movies like they used to. A lot of people are just waiting for stuff to be streamed. Like I know when movies came out for DC, like Wonder Woman 1984, and I believe Black Adam, they had them premiering on HBO Max, where you could watch it from home. And I think even Justice League in Black, the Zack Snyder's Justice League, they had it on HBO Max, and instead of you going into the theater, which was fine because I guess at the time I really didn't want to be around anybody, when COVID was happening, everything. I mean, yeah, you could wear a mask and whatnot, but like, yeah. So I guess that's probably why, like, how some sales didn't work out too well in the theaters, and then also too a mixture of the fact that Marvel movies weren't doing too good then after, because this was after Endgame, so we got to keep that in mind. A lot of Marvel movies did not do too good ever since Endgame happened. Like they were trying to bring out more characters and other characters that didn't have much exposure and everything, and it didn't reciprocate too well to a lot of people. Like everybody still wanted to see the same Infinity Saga. They still wanted to see Iron Man and Steve Rogers as Cap again. When look, from what I heard, the man did not want to be Captain America for too long. I mean, they were trying to get him. I believe trying to get him on many films, on many films to be Captain America, and he only agreed to, like, I would say maybe 6 or 7. Well, we've seen him in 7. Well, I think between the last Avengers, Endgame, and Infinity War, that was supposed to be all one movie, but because it was so big, they chopped it up, and that's what I think that they did. In my opinion, they chopped it up. So technically, he was in 7 Marvel movies. But yeah, 7 Marvel movies. Can you count his standalone movies and each and every Avengers movie that came out back then in the 2010s? So, and he was on contract for like 6 or 7 films, and that's all he wanted. And so he could do other things. But now he's coming back. So I guess I don't know, as we say. And hey, I could be wrong, but this is what we say. Hey, for all we know, the rents do. I mean, we're seeing a lot between him and Robert Downey coming back. I mean, obviously Chris Hemsworth is coming back. Yeah, Chris Hemsworth is coming back as Thor and everything. So you got some of the OG Avengers coming back in this movie as well. But let me take this off. You got some of them coming back as well, but like, because I guess things just have not been the same since, and Marvel's hoping, I believe they're hoping for them to bring that fire back to Marvel, to bring, to bring all that energy back to Marvel. Like just like they had the energy back then when when they were going hard with their movies. And like I said, and then now, while Marvel hasn't been doing too good, with them coming back will be, very substantial for the MCU. So I'm looking forward to see how this goes. I mean, like I said, we got a year, so we're probably gonna see a whole lot of advertising. There's a lot of teaser trailers. Um, the one no trailer I know is the one with Steve Rogers. Where you see Chris Evans, because apparently that appeared during the Avatar movie, uh, the Avatar Fire and Ash, which I fell off of the Avatar movies. I haven't seen any of those since the first one. But anyway, apparently that's when the Avengers Doomsday came on. They came on that one, but uh I don't know about the others because there was supposed to be two more trailers after that. So the second one was supposed to be with, I guess, Thor and the other Avengers, and um the third one was supposed to be with the X-Men. And I believe the X-Men one is real. It's just that I did see something on YouTube about it, on another channel about it, but it was a whole bunch of like wording and stuff around it. So I guess they didn't want to like get hit with any copyrights or anything like that. I noticed that because anything that's going to be official, it has to come from the official site. In this case, it has to come from Marvel Studios. It has to come from Marvel, or Disney. Um, anything else, it's just AI just putting it together, in my opinion. Um, I mean, some of the AI wasn't too bad, but it's like I could tell that it's AI. It's like, but that's how they get us, right? They're like, Avengers trailer coming out. Oh, leaked trailer. And it'll be like tens and hundreds of thousands of views because everybody's clicking the link, everybody's clicking it. And they're like, oh yeah, I gotta go see it. I'm gonna take a look at it. You look at it and it's like, wait, this doesn't look like in a trailer. Like, why do I see scenes from this movie, that movie? And so, and I kind of got fooled with some of those trailers. I did, and I'm just like, because I was trying to look for the one with the X-Men trailer, and I'm just like, no, no, this, no, you know. But I did read on another page that it showed it spoiled what's it spoiled what that trailer was with the X-Men, saying that they had Cyclops and they had Professor X and Magneto there. So that I was like, okay, that might be for real. That might be for real. So from what I saw. So what I saw with the words on the screen, but I had to kind of like look around it when I was looking at the trailer with the wording on it. That seemed to be pretty real. It's just that the people who presented it, or the channel that presented it, had to do whatever they had to do for the sake of copyright, in my opinion. But yeah, so I guess that was true because I looked on another page and said, hey, this trailer, the next Avengers trailer had this X-Men, that X-Men. I'm like, okay, all right, it makes sense. Marvel's official website is only showing Steve Rogers. Okay, yeah, makes sense. It makes sense. That's the only trailer that I know about. That's the only trailer I know about. So, excuse me for a second. Okay, yeah. So there is no other trailers, and if we're gonna see any other trailers, we might see some around. I want to say the Super Bowl. Okay, that's when we'll see a whole lot of stuff going on for the Super Bowl. I believe that's when we're going to see a lot more trailers for Avengers Doomsday, and then later on in the year we'll probably see another trailer for it, like another official trailer. So, and I think that's going to be it. Maybe I can yeah, the Super Bowl. Yep. because that's when they usually show a lot of like a lot of a lot of like more up to date trailers on what's going to happen. So we'll probably see another Avengers Doomsday trailer. So, and honestly, that's the only time I watch Super Bowl to see if I see any trailers for upcoming movies that I want to go see. I mean, I'll watch the game, but I'm not the biggest football fan. Like, I'll watch the game. I'll watch it. I will watch it. But like as far as me like knowing all the plays and everything, I you know I don't get into all that. So for those of you that are sports fans, more power to you. Hey, maybe you could educate me on some of the other stuff if we're watching any games. I mean, like I said, obviously I know enough on how to play them. I mean, how some of the plays are and all that, but like me trying to follow like an actual game, like follow certain things, I'm just like, yeah, I don't know about all that. Oh boy, I love football, but if my team isn't playing, I could care less. Oh boy. It's great sport though. And Agent J, what did you say? And after the Doomsday trailer, they're gonna do Secret Wars trailer. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We're probably gonna see all of them at once. Like they're probably gonna wait. I wonder if they're gonna wait until the Doomsday is done, but then that means they'll have to. When is that gonna come out? Maybe it'll come out while while Doomsday is in the theater. Probably not. Yeah, it's probably gonna be like right. It's probably gonna be right after the next Doomsday trailer. So we'll probably see a Secret War. I mean, not Secret. We'll probably see Avengers Doomsday trailer, another one around a Super Bowl, and then the Secret Wars trailer is gonna come out. Avengers Secret Wars. So that might be the plan. These Secret Wars be out in 5 years. I don't think it's gonna be that long. I think Secret Wars is gonna be slightly like right right after Doomsday. At least that's what their plan was. Their plan was to be released right after Doomsday. Maybe you figure um you figure Doomsday is coming out next December, right? 2026. So we might see a Secret Wars, I would say in 2027, if not 2028. Yeah, you're funny. Yeah, you're funny. Oh yeah, I forgot to show off my yep. So repping Dr. Doom. Give me a second. So repping Dr. Doom. Yes, Doom. He's actually one of my favorite villains. That's why I'm looking forward to seeing this movie, and that's why I cosplayed as Doctor Doom. Um, Mean Green. If I took your shirt, I wouldn't be able to wear it. I would not be able to wear it. If I did, it would have been extremely tight on me because I'm a big guy. So yeah, I'm just gonna. I'll just show some. Just give me a second here. All right. Just give me a second. So just to. Oh boy, what else did you say? Did my new They might do Men in Black 5 soon. That would be cool. You know what? I didn't see the fourth one, but I should see it. I would need to see it. It's funny how you got Chris Hemsworth and why did I forget her name? I know Tessa Thompson playing that, and they both played in in Thor movies. uh Thank you. Like the stream, everybody. Like the stream. It helps with the algorithm. It helps me get out there. Yes, thank you. Thank you. It helps this channel get out there. I know I have mostly Power Ranger content on it as on here, but I do like to share other things, like regarding other things of pop culture, like DC, Marvel, maybe some Beast Wars Transformers, because I do have those as well. So yes, like the stream so that it can get out there. Oh yeah, that's the fourth one. MIB International is okay to okay. Yeah, I didn't really see that one. I'll probably have to watch it at some point. But so yeah. So like I said, the movie, I'm hoping that this movie is good. I'm hoping that Marvel brings the energy back, and I hope that people, I hope people will enjoy it. I hope people will enjoy it, and I hope that it will keep Marvel on the map to making more movies and making more movies on time. Like they're sticking to a time frame of when these movies are going to come out, so I am hoping that they do that, because when the Marvels came out with Brie Larson and them, when that came out, it didn't do so well, and they had to like retract a lot of their movies. The only movie that was there that came out in theaters was Deadpool and Wolverine, which pretty much did very well because it's Deadpool. People like Deadpool, and to have Deadpool and Wolverine together, even better. And the fact that Hugh Jackman came back, major plus. So that's what happened. So what you gonna do? The TV shows weren't doing too good on Disney Plus, so Marvel had to retract their steps and focus on quality. Like I read earlier, they focus on their quality, and once they get their quality up, then everything else will fall into place. So hoping for this to be very good. I mean, I do hope that Marvel comes back with this. I mean, I never thought that they lost their touch. It's just that some people just don't, how should I put this? I don't know. Some people are not as excited about Marvel movies like they used to be. And then also too, you got to remember, you have like another wave of fans. Like you have newer Marvel fans. Like for some of us, we saw the beginning of Marvel Studios and how they came up. Like when they started with Iron Man, they started with 2008's Hulk, when they came out with Captain America at the time, that was 2011. When Iron Man 2 came out in 2010, and all that. I mean, and then it came out with what else? There was something else that came out before then. Yeah, Thor. All of that. So that was like a major buildup at that time for the next Avengers movie. And I think I remember telling somebody at one time, a long time ago, I was like, oh man, when they were hinting to it, I think between Iron Man and Hulk, when that came out in 2008, I was like, oh, oh man, they hit into doing the Avengers. Oh yeah, you gotta think of a team with like Iron Man, Hulk, and like 2 3 other people on there, and I guess I don't know, they didn't really care for it. They weren't whoever I was hanging with at the time weren't Marvel comic book fans, so so yeah. MIB 3 is always my favorite movie in all the MIB movies. That was actually good. Okay. MIB 1, 2, and 3 is streaming on Tubi. Okay. All right, Agent J, got you. I might watch. I actually may watch those. You know, it's been a while since I saw Men in Black. But when it came out, man, they did good too. I mean, personally, I like Will Smith in those movies. I mean, I know not a lot of people care too much for Will Smith these days. After he slapped Chris Rock a few years back, but for some people, he deserved it, and then for others, they feel like he pretty much ruined his reputation, ruined his career by doing that. But I mean, look, Will Smith is Will Smith, man. I mean, come on, man. Everybody's human, and I don't know. I still feel like he kind of played into, Jada's, what Jada was thinking at the time. But the slap. Wait, what? The slap was heard around the world. And Agent J, along with the 4 seasons of MIB, the animated series, I remember that being out. I've watched a few episodes of that back in the day, but anywho, Doomsday. I hope it does well. I'm hoping for it to do well. I'm not gonna be the one to sit here and extremely criticize it or anything like that. I'm hoping that it does well. I like Doctor Doom. I'm really hoping that this does well. I'm waiting. I can't wait to see how Robert Downey portrays this. I wonder if they're gonna play on, I don't know, maybe him being Iron Man at one point and then becoming Doctor Doom, or in a way where Tony Stark donned the Doctor Doom outfit. Or what was the other way? Or was it Victor Von Doom that took Iron Man's suit and made it his own? It was something like that happened in the comics. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but maybe they're going down that path, or maybe they're going down like a multiverse path where, okay, in this one universe, Robert Downey Jr.'s character, instead of becoming Iron Man, he becomes Doctor Doom or whatever, or something like that. I mean, I know that him and Steve may have some issues may have some beef back and forth, some problems back and forth, maybe, but we'll see. We won't know too much until some more trailers come out. So we'll see. Well, we'll see. But let me show you guys my cosplay of Doctor Doom. So this is like I think I did this around COVID. This is, I was at home, so we had like our small studio set up, and a small like photo studio set up at our residence. So, and that was like another helmet that I had. Oh, don't mind the shoes. I couldn't find some boots at the time that would fit me. So I just tried my best with these, so don't mind those. Oh, and that was like one of our early logo for our DJLW. Now we're entertainment. So I'm definitely gonna would like to upgrade this and of course get some better boots. I might actually get the leg armor made. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Dr. Doom was on Fantastic Four franchise. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Dr. Doom is a he's a major enemy. He's a major villain for the Fantastic Four. Um, and I believe was it Victor Von Doom. He's pretty much Doctor Doom. Um, he's pretty much Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic's rival. So yeah, and then that was me when I was playing around with the Infinity Gauntlet. I still have that somewhere. I got to pull that out, and I have the in-game Gauntlet. I'll bring it to you guys in a second. Actually, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So yeah, I think I still have that somewhere. He got into the same cosmetic as the other four did. Yep, pretty much. Pretty much. So it's another photo of me as Doom. Yeah, man, it's been a while. It's been a while since I pulled that out. Um, that gauntlet. Might need to take it out and see if that works. So yeah. Yeah, I might need to get inspired to like when it's darker. Yeah, so I might have to get back into doing this again. I know I've kind of fell back on the cosplay scene for a while. I've been on the Power Ranger train for the longest. I mean, I still like my Power Rangers, but I also like my Marvel. This channel, this channel has been growing ever so slightly off of my Power Ranger content. Um, but at some point, I'm gonna try to bring some other content on here, like Marvel. Maybe show off some of the cosplays I've done back then, and I did that before. I showed off some of the cosplays in my other videos, my other streams, but I may have to consider going back into doing that because cosplay is one of the first hobbies I got into before I got onto YouTube. I got onto this channel. I really wish I got into YouTube around the same time I started cosplaying because I could have been showing this off for years. But it's all good. Um, but let me show you guys the gauntlet that I have. Oh, hold on a second. There we go. If I could. Ah. So. I'm thinking maybe I should wear this with my Doctor Doom cosplay just to like play on the fact that, Robert Downey Jr. was Iron Man before he became Doctor Doom. Oh yeah, it's still so cool. Thank you. Yep. So yeah. Let me. You know what? Well, maybe I won't do it. maybe I won't do it. We'll see. But anywho, let me actually, you know what? I'm just gonna keep it right here. So yeah, so that's what I'm thinking about. That's what I'm thinking about doing again. I might consider cosplaying as Doctor Doom again. Oh boy. I know technically you should, right? Since you did cosplay as Iron Man or Iron Woman. Imagine if I wear both of them, both the Infinity Gauntlets. You want me to wear both Infinity Gauntlets? Well, as they say, cosplay your way, right? Anyone could cosplay any way they want. It won't be 100% accurate, but hey, that's what cosplay is all about. We don't have to be accurate, right? Of course, that's another topic for another day. I talked about that on another stream of mine. Excuse me, in another video about cosplaying. But yeah. It can work. I'm sure it can. I'm sure it can. I do need to use the restroom real quick. Oh, that's the thing. I do need to use the restroom real quick. So let me play a little intermission for you of what I played earlier. So I hope you enjoy it. Just give me a second. I'll be right back.
Low clouds over Iron Gate, footsteps echo all my way. Cold wind through a steel crown, one voice looking down. Castle windows, green glow in the glass. Metal mask staring back at the past. Scarred hands resting on the arm of the chair. Every oath that he swore still hangs in the air. Librarian night, flags barely move. Every street light bends to doom. Whispers in the market, prayers in the fields. Even the mountains know when he is.
Dr. Doom on the throne in Latveria, hard like winter in Siberia.
When he speaks, the whole world leans. Bow or break beneath the king of mercy. Cloak draped heavy like a storm on his back. Books full of secrets stacked floor to the black. Magic in the candles, circuits in the walls. One raised gauntlet and the mighty ones fall. He doesn't chase crowns, he forges his own. Carved his initials in the marrow of stone. Borderlines guarded by a silent command. He lifts one finger, that's the law of the land.
Dr. Doom on the throne in Latveria, hard like winter in Siberia.
When he speaks, the whole world leans. Power break beneath the king of machines.
Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And Agent J, I saw what you said. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. It's definitely a possibility. Um, okay. I guess just to sum it up, and then I'm gonna end the stream because I'm getting kind of hungry. It's pretty much dinner time. so so I would say that Avengers Doomsday should be a good movie for next year. I mean, we got a year, so we got a year to prepare. If if you're cosplaying, I guess you prepare for that as well. Prepare your suits and stuff like that. Um, Prepare to see a whole lot of Doctor Doom cosplayers, including silly me. So I'm probably gonna want to do it again. Uh, and every single Marvel character is going to come out. So next year, this coming new year, will probably be the year of Marvel. Be the year of Marvel. Everybody's coming back. Everybody's going to be a Marvel cosplayer. You're going to see a bunch of Captain Americas, a bunch of Iron Mans, a bunch of Thors. You know, all the characters. So we'll see. And me and Green say you're gonna revamp the Doctor Doom cosplay. Yes, I think I'm definitely gonna try to revamp mines too. Um, yeah, like it's been a long time coming. I've seen other people cosplay Doctor Doom. Um, you know, I kind of fell off on myself cosplaying Doctor Doom, but I think it's about time to bring that back. So that will be the plan. So cosplay wise, I'm planning on bringing this back. Hopefully, God willing, I can do it. I can make it happen because I have another Power Ranger cosplay that I want to do in the new year as well. But budget wise and time wise, we'll see what happens. But I would say between Doctor Doom and that Power Ranger cosplay will probably be like the bigger ones for this new year. And there's another one that I just remembered. I don't know if I'm gonna get to it, even though I was kind of starting on that. But again, let's see how the budget is for the new year. If the budget's right, maybe I'll do it. If not, it's all good. What'd you say? Brace yourselves for the Avengers photo shoots. Oh yeah, yep. Every person is gonna have an Avengers photo shoot. Now, mind you, we did Avengers photo shoots years ago. So I don't know. Maybe we'll be one of those people that will do an Avengers photo shoot. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, it'll be that time, right? It'll be that time to do an Avengers photo shoot. Um, yeah. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, as far as the movie is concerned, look, go see the movie when it comes out. I'll try to talk about it more, a little bit more as the months go down in the new year, as we get closer to it coming out. Maybe I'll do a stream. I might do a stream after it comes out and talk about it, but that's a whole year from now. I mean, who knows where, I'll be at mentally because I don't know. I might be doing something else. I won't say mentally, but I might be doing something else. But we'll see. I'm sure when the movie comes out, I'll be talking about it too because I do like Doctor Doom and I do want to see how this goes. I do want to see how it does and how all these characters gonna play a role in this. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing Robert Downey Jr. play as this guy and also. And also the X-Men. I want to see how they play into this because it's been a while since you've seen the X-Men on the large screen. I mean, you've seen a few people like Professor X and Doctor Strange and Hugh Jackman and everything. So, and James Marsden, it's been a while since we've seen him as Cyclops. So we'll see. And then we had those X-Men movies where they had like the younger cast with James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender. I hope I said that right. And Shuri and Ironheart. Yes, can't wait to see them in Doomsday as well. So we'll see what happens. But I think that's the stream, guys. I think I've talked long enough. 2 hours? Yeah. I think I talked enough about this. So for those of you who joined into the stream, I'm happy. Thank you for participating. Thank you for chiming in. Special shout out to you, Agent J, Woody Gage, and some of you guys in here. I know I don't have too many people in here in my chats and everything. Again, I'm pretty small. I only have 426 subscribers. So hopefully this stream would help with me getting out there more. I got to do more shorts, but I hope this will help of me getting out there more. And with your guys' help, it will work. It will work. And I'm doing this for fun. I mean, of course, I want this channel to grow much further than it is now. That's another reason why I'm doing this. And also, I want to share my hobbies and share my thoughts and everything about my hobbies and whatnot. So, and hopefully it resonates with you guys as well. Hopefully my Power Ranger content resonates with you, and hopefully this content, the Marvel content, the Avengers Doomsday chat that I've had, hopefully this resonates with you, and hopefully, some of you can understand that as a moviegoer, casual moviegoer, you just want to see a good superhero movie. That's all. That's all you want to see. I mean, you don't have to go, not to go just to bash it and everything. I mean, obviously that's what people do. We're going to do that. We're human. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody's entitled to their opinions. But look, it's a movie. Go see it. Go have fun. Just have fun and see it. It's like when I go to these movies, I look at it for fun. I look at it as another superhero movie that I can say, oh, it was great, or okay, it wasn't too bad, or maybe it didn't do too well, but they still did well. So, and yes, Sam Wilson. Definitely Sam Wilson. That's right. I need to do a Captain America stream. And so yeah. So like I said, just go see the movie when it comes out. But again, we got a year. So until then, I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna exit out with another with my first Dr. Doom song. It's called Doom Above Manhattan. What did you say? That's right. Even any movies that is interesting. Yep, definitely. So all right, guys, I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna leave out with with the song that I made, that I created, Doom in Manhattan. And I hope you guys have a good night. Until then, like and subscribe, like the stream. And until then, peace out. See you later.
Sirens far below, smoke in every window, metal mask in the moonlight. He calls this ruin home. He speaks and the skyline trembles, name carved into concrete and chrome. Thunder over Midtown like he's the smoke, but he already knows. Banner's breath getting heavy. He's holding the rage on a chain. Thunder God on the rooftop. Still he walks through the rain. He rewrites fate on the fly, takes their bright plans, turns them awry, one raised and the city stalls. Your favorite gods look small. He says kneel to a better tomorrow, while the buildings lean and sway. Calls it order, calls it mercy, as he takes the sun away. Strings like sirens in the silence, choir hums under his command. Every hero in his shadow, just a piece inside his hand. While you sleep.
Low clouds over Iron Gate, footsteps echo all my way. Cold wind through a steel crown, one voice looking down. Castle windows, green glow in the glass. Metal mask staring back at the past. Scarred hands resting on the arm of the chair. Every oath that he swore still hangs in the air. Librarian night, flags barely move. Every street light bends to doom. Whispers in the market, prayers in the fields. Even the mountains know when he yields.
Dr. Doom on the throne in Latveria, hard like winter in Siberia.
When he speaks, the whole world leans. Bow or break beneath the King of Mercy. Cloak draped heavy like a storm on his back. Books full of secrets stacked floor to the black. Magic in the candles, circuits in the walls. One raised gauntlet and the mighty ones fall. He doesn't chase crowns, he forges his own. Carve his initials in the marrow of stone. Borderlines guarded by a silent command.